What's up, everyone? It is AnimeALX back again with another Monstie build video. Earlier today, or I guess technically yesterday, I released the normal Mizutsune build in preparation for the Soulseer build because I actually sacrificed that Mizutsune just to give Dancer XL up to just to my Soulseer, so I didn't have to grind for that. But this is our build for PVE slash PvP. I was theory crafting it with Sky, and it is really hard trying to come up with a really good build for this since water genes are very limited. But this is what we have. We'll get into those in a second, but this is basically what we have. We have the Noxious Poison Gene M, which you get from Royal Ludruth or Water Palamutes. This gives us the access to Noxious Spit, which is a power water technique which deals medium water damage to one enemy, high chance to inflict noxious poison for 3 turns. The reason why we have this is obviously for our power attack. I have some. Anyways, this is for our power attack, so we can beat out technique attacks. Pretty self-explanatory, and it is very cheap, coming in at 14 in cost. High chance to inflict. And also the high chance to inflict noxious poison is very big, so you can apply some pressure to the other team by poisoning their monsties. Next, when we come all the way over here, we get Soulseer's new innate ability, Fox Flame Gene Large, which you get Groom. Now, honestly, Soulseer's genes or unique genes that it comes with are really bad. I mean, maybe Spiral Scratch is good, but it's a non-elementalist, or it's a non-elemental move, so I don't know why Soulseer came with a fire move, let alone a fire trap being worse than Uragon's trap, and a non-elemental move is like it was just weird. Now we're gonna keep Fox Flame Gene large for these reasons. One, I like seeing Mizutsune basically cover himself in bubbles and getting the little Sans Eye, as Sky and I like to call it. But other than that, it's a 10 cost buff that will moderately increase the user's water attack but moderately lowers thunder defense. It is up to the duration, so that means the duration turns from 3 to 5 turns, and it's only 10 can cost. Now, we have King cost down, which we need to get 2 more harmony genes so we can get this to max. The reason why we have King cost down is so we can Fox Flame, so we can bring Fox Flame down to, I believe it will be either 6 or 5 kinship, but we'll bring Fox Flame down, or Groom down, so we can basically have a little bit leftover kinship skills so we can do our spread attacks and whatnot. Honestly, if you think you could get by without harmony, then just put Fortify. It also works in this slot. The reason why I didn't put Fortify is because the build, or my new strategy of PvP, is going to be kind of centered around Mizutsune's armor, which gives you Dancer XL, Seal Breaker Large, and Self Heal Large. Self Heal Large and Dancer XL go hand in hand together, since you'll get some power, like you'll get some attack off the back of the game, and you'll also get defense, so you won't get completely blasted by people. But it's not just that. Uh, Outspeeding some of the faster monsties in the game, like water Palamutes and ice Palamutes and Kirins and Argakugas with Dancer, so they can just seal skill you. It's really good to outspeed them, or at least be on par with their speed, so you can get off a pet or you could get off a Bonds of Kinship. And also having seal breaker, or basically skill seal resistance, is very good, since this meta is kind of going more towards skill seal with Ice Palamutes and Orochi Kirin, going to skill seal you off the back of the game and just try to keep you skill sealed. So I feel like it is very good. It's very good armor, and especially since I have a critical large and inflict rate up XL charm, making it to where I can still go strategist while also having crit chance, or some crit chance boosting. Now I would like a inflict rate up XL with kinship or soul kinship XL charm. That'd be very good, or at least soul kinship large charm. That would be super good for this build, but the critical large will do. And so since we are going to be sacrificing our soul kinship XL that we get from our Bolt Reaver armor, that is where Harmony Gene XL comes into play. Moving down, we have Kinship Skill Plus Gene XL. We have it up 2, which seriously increases kinship skill power, and we are going to be spamming off a lot of our kinship skills thanks to Harmony. So scoop this with the low costing attacks of water, low costing water attacks. We can basically get more power, more bang for our buck, and we also have this for a tech bingo. I really didn't know what to put in this slot, so that's kind of why I was just kind of scrambling just to figure it out. And I thought, hey, Harmony and Kinship Skill Plus would go hand in hand together, because that means I can just keep on spamming and I will always have moves up no matter what, because everything costs super like cheap with water attacks. We'll come over here to our Dancer XL, which increases speed when at full HP, and we have it up 2, which also seriously boosts attack and defense. So we have Harmony. We can basically off the back, once we get this to Harmony up 2, we can off the back Water Blaster or Aqua Blaster, which this is the Water Breath Gene Large. And Aqua Blaster deals heavy water damage to one enemy with medium chance to lower speed for 3 turns, which is really good. The medium chance to lower speed for 3 turns is very great, especially since Mizutsune or Soulseer Mizutsune is kind of on the slower side, or at least average speed. And this makes it to where we have some speed control, and we can just beam one person with a very strong tech attack. Yes, this is our tech attack option, and we are using this to get a tech bingo. Now, I kind of just had the epiphany in my head. If you don't want to use the Kinship Skill Gene Plus or the Harmony Gene Plus, feel free to just put a inflict rate up. Inflict rate up is actually pretty nice, I would say. I would just have to I would have to move over Bewitching Bubbles again, and I would have to replace Harmony Gene XL with it. But the downside is I don't get the tech bingo, so that is why I don't do it. But Moving on from the Dancer Gene XL, we have Negate Ailment. My bad. We have Negate Ailment XL, which gives us Panacea XL. The reason why we have this here is for these reasons. Negates all abnormal status effects with fair chance of activation when you have this up to, meaning it will negate our thunder defense lower, or the lower thunder defense, so we won't take that drawback most of the times, hopefully. And other than that, we won't get statused. Originally, I actually had another build for Soulseer where I had Insomniac and I had Anti-Paralysis and Anti-Skill Seal, just so I made sure that I wouldn't get affected by any CCs, or, you know, the 3 major CCs that can really ruin your game. But instead, I thought to myself, okay, let's not have the lower thunder defense from our Groom ability, because if they bring out like a Rajang or Thunderlord from the back, then I would get completely wrecked from that. So that is why we have Negate Ailment XL, so we can negate our thunder defense lower. Moving down, we have the Water Plus Gene XL. I'm still trying to look for one more water boost. Up 1 substantially boost your water attack, but up 2 seriously boost your water attack. Obviously, you're trying to get this up 2. It is a must-have in this build. And also this gives us a power bingo. And we move on to our water breath gene medium, which this is our last gene to go over, which gives us the access to the skill Bewitching Bubbles, which deals medium water damage to all enemies, low chance to lower speed and accuracy for 3 turns. I just need to get another Mizutsune. I will do that tomorrow. Or do I have another Mizutsune? I do have another Mizutsune, so we are just going to right of channel that. Excuse me, I totally forgot to do that before stream, I guess, and he is in my Monstie party. Okay. So that is interesting. Where is, okay. So meanwhile, while we do this, we are going to bring our Bewitching Bubbles up 2, so our power will rise. And those are the genes. Those are the genes to the Soulseer build we have. Obviously, this is centered around just spamming as many kinship skills as we possibly can and just grooming off the back of the game, thanks to like Harmony and just the low cost of Fox Flame. I mean, you could already, without Harmony, you could already Fox Flame or groom off the back of the game, but with Harmony, it makes it to where you can pet, groom, and still have kinship for one of your attacks. I will show you how low 1 level of Harmony will bring down some attacks, so you can have a gauge to where the attacks will kind of lower down to. When we go over to our Mizutsune, you can see that Groom drops from 10 to 8. Aqua Blaster drops from like 21, I believe, to 17. Bewitching Bubbles drops from 23 to 19. And Noxious Spit drops from 15, or it's either 15 or 14. I think it's 14 down to 11. So this can drop lower, obviously. So this can drop lower, but at least we can groom, pet, We can groom and pet the same turn, and on the next turn we'll have access to Noxious Spit and hopefully Aqua Blaster once we get this to can cost down XL up 2. So really nice strategy we're going on. Now if you don't want to use the groom, technique, then feel free to change that out to like amplify power or merciless roar. The only reason why we're using the groom technique is because it's cheap and it also gives us a water bingo, and our water moves desperately need as much as attack boost that they can get. Here is Soulseer's stats. As you can see, it's 8 out of 10 in max HP, 5 out of 10 in speed, so average speed, 10 out of 10 in recovery, but honestly you're really not going to use that too much. I mean, you can do a bubbly dance Soulseer Mizutsune build, and when you have bubbly dance up 2, it recovers a bit of your health, so I guess if you really want to try that out, go right on ahead. And you have 9 out of 10 crit rate, a very high crit rate. Sadly, there's only one physical water move, and that is maximum rollout that you get from normal Royal Ludruth, and that deals light water damage while also giving you recoil. So it is definitely not viable in PvP and in the later stages of PvE. So yeah, sadly, I wish they could have added Soulseer Mizutsune's Blue Moon attack from the monster battle that you like face him in the water Egden. So I wish they added Blue Moon. I think it would be a very good multi-hitting physical attack that could have opened us up to crit Mizutsune and like crit water palicos, but they said, hey, we're gonna give you a non-elemental attack called Spiral Claw and see how far that gets you. Shake my head. Soulseer Mizutsune's genes are very disappointing. Anyways, coming down to our elemental stats, water attack is 9 out of 10, making this the highest water damaging Monstie in the game, as we all expected it to be. And on the defensive side, above average defenses, especially water's out of 8 out of 10. Everything else is like a 6 out of 10, while Thunder being a 4 out of 10 since Soulseer is weak to Thunder. And with all that being said, that is it for the build. Be sure to like, comment, follow, and check us out on twitch.tv/AnimeALX so you can see us play Monster Hunter Stories 2 and other Monster Hunter games live. Hopefully check out the other Monstie build videos and PvP videos, and I'll try to get out a build for Orochi Kirin and Elderfrost as soon as possible when I get a chance. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy and catch you in the next one. Peace out, all my fellow weebs and weebettes.